We talked about independence in this Family of God series, or you could say Family of Love. Depending on each other for simple basic things and maintaining the respect within and with each other. In this day and age today, this is August 21st, 2025. I am on my 52nd year of my life here on earth. Not yet completed 52. But man, have I lived some life. Absolute, crunched up, concentrated, accumulated, accelerated version of karmic cleanse. One has to be able to have the blessings to have faith and believe and create a part within through all the rebellion and all the inherited energies, qualities, habits to obey. That one word that seems completely different from the path that you're on, and one obedience to one word leads to the next thing. That is how I've come this far. I can see now what has been done. Again, that is also a blessing to be able to track your life, to be able to follow with some guidance if necessary. Otherwise, it is a self's journey. Each one has their own journey. No matter what we look at it, even scientifically, one has a body, has a mind, and everything in between that, their experiences, their memories. So think about it, how much one carries or what one is going through in their life, in their bodies. Only that person knows, that is if they're blessed with even a little bit of awareness. And even beginning within themselves, you have to understand we're made of parts. We're trying to figure out ourselves. We have conflicting energies, and we have all this chatter in the mind. It is very difficult to sit in one space, in one place, and be able to experience one's self and reflect upon. See, very, very difficult. Nobody has the time. Everybody is just running, and it's become a pattern. Trust me, I've also done that. We call it no space darshan. Means there's no space there at all. Darshan means to see. So one after the other, we're draining this so-called energy that we're born with. We're all just forms of energies when matter and spirit comes together, it manifests as a material object. So is our body. Nothing great about it, actually, if you think about it. Not intended to devalue or disrespect this beautiful vehicle we have called the body to be able to experience the nature of a human being, the human nature, which is so fascinating. We haven't even gotten over our own bodies. The scientific research is never ending, isn't it? But if you think about it, it is made of the same material anything is made of on this earth, right? We call it what? The five elements. Everything is made of that. Like we say, there is fire in the wood, you can't see it until you burn it. Until we experience what is within, we will never know that fire within. It's called the spirit. And everyone carries that. Whoever is alive and dead, we don't have to even go that far. We'll just be here for now. When the space is full, then it's hard to see things. It's hard to, not just hard, but we are deluded, we are bound, we are, our eyes are covered up, we can't see anything. For me, this has been a big journey in the, and very therapeutic to be able to think in your mind, yes, I can do it. No matter how much the bodily versions of pain and suffering was dragging me down, draining it down. To the point where now I can say that my home is clean, everything is in its place. Actually, I wasn't even thinking about it. It just became my second nature. It just became my truth. As I began with, like a student, like a child, they crawl and then they start to walk. Same thing. Except in our case, the body grows so fast. The body grows, but there is a lag with the integration of the mind and the spirit. But again, that doesn't even matter. It can happen to anyone at any age. Doesn't matter. I have seen and experienced and heard many little children carry such great wisdom within them, and even sharing it, very, very beautiful, very humbling actually. And I have seen very old people like a child, not at all mature. Of course, you're supposed to grow wise when you grow old. Are you with me? Have you run away to do some worldly chores? Fill up the space. Challenge yourself to be with something this pure and good and beautiful. To be with it. To experience its presence. It can be anywhere, anything, and through anyone, actually. Even the simplest versions of life's experiences. That spirit within is that humble, actually. When you really hear it, words are very kind, very loving. It always comes from the place of love. It's not cluttered, it's not scattered. Knows exactly what to say, how to feel. Because it is a helpful, friendly energy within oneself. It is there in everybody. That spark, that spirit, that ember. It needs to be, some little air has to be blown for it to become that fire. It works. It takes time, but it works because it's organic. There's nothing artificial there. It's the most authentic, real intelligence that blesses the emotional behaviors, that blesses your heart's feelings and your body actually. Literally, so many times I have gone through this phase where your energy and your mentality and your attitude is so mine is so low, and so like no confidence there at all, and you really think that this is it, I'm finished, I can't bear this pain, one more ounce of it, I'm not gonna make it. Hey, but you know what? I have said that many, many times. I can't even count how many times. I think I was saved even when I was born. Really, literally. This my story is one time my mother blurted out, I have this, I don't know what it is, but it draws out the truth, from people. And sometimes they are very, very shocking. And I think to myself, how am I even alive to hear this, to listen to this? And then all that fears of how I'm going to react to it, how am I going to sit with it, because the mind is like a sponge, it just you hear somebody say something and then it sticks in your mind like a picture. Like when you read a book, right? You're actually seeing pictures, like watching a movie, but except there's no screen and there is no scenes. But when you read a book, what happens? Think it, have you thought about it? You have, there is a picture being created in your mind. My son used to joke when we used to go on the bus sometimes here in India, Amma, don't disturb me. I'm watching a movie in my mind. So, when we understand space and how to place things in it as a therapeutical, or you may call it rehabilitation, as even as a woman, I kept running away from what was happening in the family. I never fit in. I never liked it. It was always, chaos, fighting, and it was just seemed normal. And every time I would even try to console or try to stop the fights, it would go nowhere, and it will all just come back to me. And then I'll be carrying that um, disturbing thoughts, and memories. We've all been there, like I said. So my mother once blurted out that she didn't want me. She didn't want another child. So she tried some eating some tablets or something like that. But I came early. I was I was a 15-day early birth immature basically. I think everything was planned. God bless the honking guy over here. But that's life, isn't it? Things happened all around you, and things happening in your home around. Especially for women, it's very, very cleansing, because we are on a cycle all the time, from low to high, then high to low, and low to high. But that is not necessarily an imbalance. We just find our balance at the state we are in. That's it. And like I said, it's organic. There's no pull, there's no push, there's no uh, forcing, there's no suppression, there's no oppression. That is when it works. That is the nature of love. When it touches you with intention. And that intention comes into a manifested blessing. When we practice that within and with each other, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Can be beautiful. So I am still here, I'm alive. I've gone through some life, very intense. But hey, I'm here. I can share stories if you want. But it's just too much and too overwhelming. So I really don't want to bombard anybody's mind, because again, like, you're creating a picture in somebody's mind when you're saying a story. You have to choose wisely. Basically, we are here to choose the good. Everybody wants to feel good, everybody wants to be loved. It's natural, isn't it? But as a human being, we can take it to a height where there is peace and we are experiencing the most beautiful qualities of a human nature. Simple, just simple. You can do all the things that the world has created for us. You can choose what is good. It's just so much, isn't it? It's become like a junkyard. Really, we went through a lot of experiences, calling it demons, this, that. Now it's at the next level of digital demons. There's no end to that kind of research work. What you want to use the space for matters, right? You have a computer, you have all this disk. What are you going to use it to fill it up with? What are you going to download from the internet and keep it? Everybody is different. Everybody's choices are different. Everybody's attraction to what they would feel good about is different, isn't it? When we get mature enough and we understand it, we talked about independence in the family. We are independents, we have a relationship, mother, son, father, daughter, mother and father, husband and wife, father and son. All these names are given, they are a platform for us to experience the correct way to love and live. The most cordial way that we can have a relationship with each other. It's different, completely different, isn't it? Energies are different. You can't be the same with everybody, right? That's the truth. You have to let them have the relationship, let them figure it out. Then, if it is necessary, the third person may enter or not, but not add to the conflict. But if they can be of some help to infuse some love into it, then come in between. Otherwise, let them work it out. I'm talking from a place of deep understanding and extensive training and intense experiences. This is real time, not coming from a book. I'm not reading from anywhere except what I have learned from my day. It's in my database. And you may have a different way of understanding life and relationships. That's okay. So when it's very important when we understand ourselves, what we are, and maintain that, be okay with that, accept it, right? Then we can walk around confidently, and our entire body, entire being, every cell is made of what we are. There is no conflicting anything. And when you talk from that place, it makes sense. It is the truth. Someone the other day said I've become very soft touching my hands. I'm like, well, that's a compliment. I will take it. Because trust me, I know what being hard is or bitter is. If somebody else may mention peaceful person, I say, wow. You don't forget it. It's like a scar, so it's very humbling. Yes, I do feel very peaceful, but when somebody else tells it that way, I'm like, yeah, I've come a long way. There was nothing like peace within me or all around me. I stayed in places where it was called Shanti, meaning peace. My building in Bombay where I was born, its name was Shanti, but there was no Shanti there anywhere. My family personally went through a lot of quarrels and fights, and it's a big war. I'm sure everybody has their own version of it. So that's what we're all working out. We're working out how can we fix it? It's happened, okay, it's there now. But how do we mend it? Now we're all going through our own stuff. Basically, the whole concept of love is based on truth. I have known some really, really bad people, but they're very honest about that. I think they're so much better than the good people, not rising up to use their goodness. It's not enough just saying it out loud or saying words. You have to mean it. You have to mean what you're saying. And then comes doing what you said. That's what a relationship is based on. If you're saying something in your mind, you don't mean it, you have something else going on in the background, right? It's chaos. Because the other person might be so dependent on you and so very uh, counting on that word, this will happen, right? When you're related to somebody, or when you are in a relationship, there is back and forth things going on. Otherwise it's just it's useless, isn't it? Anyway, like I said, I have stories, I have examples, a lot actually. Let us work it out. Let us find a part within, a space, create that space to start thinking from the place of love. We can create it. We are creative people. That's what this energy is all about. It's creative energy. There is no right or wrong. You just ride along. You just ride along and figure it out. And if you need help, there is plenty of help inside of you. It will rise, it will become big enough for you to see and experience it. And you will start to radiate a different version of yourself, which will in turn change everything around you. It can help another person, but the help should be intentional, and it should have some meaning and effective. There's no room for vanity or cheap mentality here, because as human beings, then we become worse than animals. Rakshasas, we become aggressive. But we can change all that. I'm an example of that, totally. And I'm here to share it, freely. Maybe it will help somebody else. Each one of us have a voice within. We can hear it and even share it with others if they're open for it. Definitely, it's come a long way. I can say I'm at peace within and with everybody, and everything. That's something, isn't it? It's beautiful. It's a wonderful place to be in. So take care, y'all, and we'll continue to do the work and continue to make the places within ourselves better, and start doing it from outside. It can be like a reverse therapy, cleaning up the house, cleaning up your phone, whatever it is. Slowly, one thing at a time, without getting overwhelmed, and one thing will lead to the other, and before you know, your home is clean, isn't it? All these answers are all there. It's all there. But we do have to practice it. We do have to live it. We do have to mean it. This work. So hang in there. Love will come one day or the other. Peace will enter one way or the other, and joy will be experienced someday when we have created that space for all this love, peace, and joy to exist, in the right place, the right way. What are we going to get hurting each other and hating? Well, there's nothing. It's just a noise. So relax, stay where you are at, and things will get better and better. We'll keep growing within and with each other. And if you want to rest your mind or your heart, you're in the right place. We'll do what we can to bless you, make you feel a little better. Go back home and do the work in your own way, in your own space. And one day, this family of God will be together, partying, celebrating, celebrating our journey, continuing. Beginning and ending is there, but it's an ongoing journey. So let's look forward to it. Let's look forward to all the good things that are to come in everybody's lives. Amen.